Hello, my name's Jordan and this is my director's commentary. To start off our video, we made it give off a sense of normality. We did this by showing an ordinary member of the public selecting a song, so the advert is almost like a civilian walking the streets of Hull. We then went to an establishing shot of the Humber Bridge because it's one of the Hull's key features, so we felt it needed to be one of the first things the audience brought their eyes to. The following of the video comes to a few pictures and extreme close-up images of features in Hull, one of which is in Ferrans Art Gallery. The editing techniques is that this causes it to be a small little montage of Hull, but with a slower approach. The transitions flow with the music to make the video smooth and match the tempo. The main tools that we used in the editing department was dragging, cut and the fade out. In the video for effect we used fade outs on some of the clips. We did this to build an atmosphere because it made it seem quite intense and exciting. The editing software that we use to edit this video, we used Max and the editing software was Final Cut Pro X. The advantages of using this was that it's a very smooth software and it enables you to go as far as your imagination. It also produces a high quality finish for your video. This is why it is used by many professional editors. However, the downside is that in our team we weren't really familiar with the software, so it took time to adapt to it. And if you're new into the editing industry, it can be quite daunting to see all the different things you can do, but with no clue on how to do it. The hardware, the camera that we used was a DSLR Canon 1600. This camera was very good because it allows you to get neat finishes and it in high quality HD. The downside to this was that our team was very inexperienced to using cameras, so we found it quite difficult to do certain types of techniques. We exported the files from camera by using a SD card. This held all the clips we had taken, and so it made it very mobile because we could take this card anywhere. We then put them onto the computer by slotting it into the SD card slot and then downloaded them to a saved file where we could then use them for editing. Transitions. The transitions we used were cutaway and the fade. We used these types of transitions because it created excitement for the viewer at home. For the cut transitions, we felt that it created excitement because the audience want to know more about the place, but it gets cut off, which intrigues them. The fade transition gives off a build-up of atmosphere because it starts to create tension for the viewer because they don't know what's happening. Final production. Overall, for my final production, I like the pace that the video goes at because it makes it exciting for people to watch. However, what I dislike is that during the montage, I would have preferred to have used short video clips instead of pictures because it makes it more interesting for the viewer. From our video, I think the scene that stood out to me the most was the start scene where the person was selecting the song. I think this worked well because it made the video feel real throughout, and I think it was because it was just like an ordinary person walking through Hull but showing it off. However, another scene that stood out to me was the small montage this worked because it allowed us to get short clips of Hull in, but it gave details to what in Hull, and it will make people intriguing to come into Hull. Thank you.